Good morning, students. I am PR Chagule from Computer Engineering Department. In the last lecture of the object-oriented programming, we were discussed about the basics concepts of inheritance and its respective types. We know that the inheritance is the process in which a new class is created by using the existing class. The new class we also called as the derived class or the child class or the subclass, and the existing class we called as an parent class or the super class. After that, we were seeing that how to derive a particular class in a inheritance. Next, we will see the different visibility modes and their effects in C++. Visibility modes means access specifiers. In the object-oriented programming or in the C++ language, there are three types of access specifiers that are public, private, and protected. We want to use these visibility modes or the access specifiers while deriving the class. In the syntax of deriving a class, we are going to see that there we want to specify the particular accessibility mode or the visibility mode for the class. So we need the visibility. We want to define the visibility mode in the inheritance concept. First, we will see the visibility mode and their effect. An important concept in inheritance is that out of finding out when a member function in a base class can be used by objects of the derived class. This is called accessibility or visibility of that particular class. Visibility mode is the feature in inheritance that decides the accessibility of inherited features of a derived class. That is, whether the inherited features will be accessible from outside of the class or not. In inheritance concept, we are deriving the features of existing class to the new class. So here we want to check whether that properties, whether that functions, whether that attributes are accessible outside of the class or not. So it also decides whether the inherited features can be further inherited by another class or not. As I told earlier that in inheritance, the derived class of access or copies the properties of the base class to the derived class. So here properties or the features or the attributes or the functions are inherited by the multiple classes in the inheritance. So access modifiers or the access specifiers in a class are used to set the accessibility of the class members. That is, it sets some restrictions on the class members not to get directly accessed by the outside of the class or the outside of the functions. That means visibility modes or the access specifiers puts the limits on the class members. It gives some restrictions on the class members. The access type, that is mode, determines or the specifies how the elements of the base class are inherited by the derived class. That means the visibility mode or the access specifier specifies how the attributes of the base class are inherited by the derived class. The visibility mode can be either private, public or protected. There are three types of visibility modes present in C++. That is either public, private and protected. These are the three types of visibility modes that are present in the C++. That visibility mode decides whether the inherited features of a base class will be public, private or protected members of the derived class. So, it decides whether the inherent features of the base class are either a public or private or the protected members of the derived class. First, we will see what is an public visibility mode or public inheritance. We know that the use of public access specifier. We know that when the member is declared as a public, then it is accessible to all the functions of the program. When the access modifier for a base class is public, then all the public members of the base class become public members of the derived class also. And all protected members of the base class becomes protected member of the derived class. That means the members of a derived class can access the members of a base class if the base class members are either public or protected. They cannot access the private data members. There is an syntax for the public inheritance that is shown here. Class, for defining a base class, there is an syntax. By using the class keyword here, we specify the base class, base class name. After completing the class definition, we are deriving a class. Then how to deriving a new class? Class, derived class name, colon. Here access specifier is public, then base class name. This is the syntax for public inheritance. Let's see one program that demonstrates the public derivation or the public visibility mode within the program. Here is one class circle. In that circle class, public data member is there, radius. Then by using the compute area function, it calculates the area of circle. Then in the main function, here we accessing the data member radius directly because it is an public. So after accessing, the radius and area of circle will be displayed. Next visibility mode is the private visibility mode. In the private inheritance, the base class has been inherited privately. In this inheritance, each public member in the base class is private in the derived class. That means private member of the base class remain private in the base class. These are only visible in the base class, and protected members of the base class are private in the derived class. There is a syntax for defining a private inheritance. First, we define the base class. How to define a base class? By using the class keyword, we define here a base class. After completing the base class definition, we are deriving a new class. Class, derived class name, after that colon, and here we create the private inheritance by using the private access specifier. This is an private visibility mode or the private inheritance. Let's see the program for the private inheritance. Private data member. This program demonstrates the private derivation. Here the data member radius is defined private. Then in the compute area function, we are trying to access the Radius, the radius variable is private. By using the formal parameter, we assigning the value for the radius, and then the of the area area of circle is calculated, and radius and area is displayed. Then within the main function, here after creating the object, we are trying to access the private data member directly outside the class. How to access? By using the object name dot the function. This is the private derivation, and last one is the protected visibility mode or protected inheritance. That means data members declared as a protected within the base class is accessible by the member within its class and any class immediately derived from it. The derived class can access private and public members of the base class protectedly. In the protected inheritance, the private member of a base class remain private in the base class. Hence, it is visible only to the base class, not inherited to the derived class. Then, the protected member of the base class remain protected as it is, and public member of the base class are remain protected. There is a syntax for specifying the protected inheritance. First, we define the base class. After base class definition will completed, we defining a derived class. How to define a derived class? By using class keyword. After we want to give the derived class name, then the colon operator, and after colon operator, here we specifying the protected inheritance by specifying the protected keyword, and that after that we are going to specify the base class name. Here is an demonstration of protected inheritance. This example we will see afterward. Then we can summarize the different access types according to who can access them in the following way. This is the summary of the access specifiers in the inheritance. That the same class access the public data members. The public data members can be accessed by the same class. Same way, the protected members of the same class can be accessed in the inheritance, that is as. Private can be also accessed within a same class. Then the public members of the derived class is accessed. Next, protected members of the derived class is accessed, but the private members of in the derived class cannot be accessed. Same way, the public members can be accessed outside of the class. Protected members are not accessed outside the class, and private members also not directly accessed outside the class. This is the summary of access specifiers. That means, in short, the public members can be accessed in the same class. Protected members are also accessed or within the same class. Private data members are also accessed within a same class. The next, public members are also accessed in the derived class. Protected members are also accessed in the derived class, and but the private members of a class cannot be accessed directly in the derived class. Then public members of the class can be accessed directly outside of the class. Then protected members are not accessed directly outside the class, as well as the private members of a class cannot be accessed outside of the class. This is the summary that who should be accessed what. This is the effect of visibility mode. This is a simple view of access specifier or access visibility control to members of a class. See this figure? The accessibility of members from objects and from the member functions depends on the visibility mode of the derivation. See the above table which shows the how visibility modes affects accessibility. That means the following figure shows the effect of inheritance of the visibility of the members. The figure shows the all users can access here. All users can access this public region, and the derived class also accessed by the derived class. Then next, protected. The protected data members or the protected members or the protected class member function can be accessed to the derived class, and the private are the private to its defined class. This demonstrates a class can now use all the three visibility modes as given below. Here is an one class which having all visibility modes inheritance that are shown here. Here is an private, here is an protected, and here is an public. In private section, you define its data members and function. Protected, here you specify the data members and function, and in public section also you can define the data members and functions. In short, the private data members are visible to the its member functions within its class. That means the private data members can be accessed only to the member function of that class. The next, protected. The protected member visible to the member function of its own and the derived class. That means protected members are accessed in that base class and to its derived class. And next, public. The public attributes, the public properties are visible to all the functions in the program. These are the different visibility modes that are public, private, and protected are available in the C++. Okay, thank you.